Let's get right into it. Number 11. Why we sleep. After studying sleep for hundreds of years, you'd think scientists would have the answer. But nope, they're still scratching their heads about this one. Think about it. Every night we spend 8 hours basically unconscious, completely vulnerable to predators or dangers. From an evolutionary standpoint, that's pretty stupid unless sleep is doing something really important. Your brain doesn't actually shut down during sleep. It's more like your brain throws a wild party while you're knocked out. During sleep, your brain basically turns on its cleaning crew, washing away toxic waste that built up while you were awake. If you stay awake too long, you'll literally die. You can go about 2 weeks without food, but after just 11 days without sleep, you're done. Your body would rather kill itself than go without sleep. Some animals, like dolphins, can sleep with half their brain at a time. The other half stays awake so they don't drown or get eaten. But humans need the full shutdown, every single night, or things start going very wrong very quickly. Number 10. Why ice is slippery. You'd think scientists would know exactly why ice is slippery by now. But turns out, they were wrong about this for over 200 years. Everyone used to think it was simple. You step on ice, your weight melts a tiny bit of it, and that water makes you slip. Makes sense, except it's completely wrong. Recent research shows something way weirder is happening. It's all about tiny electrical forces between molecules. See, water molecules are like tiny magnets with a positive and negative side. When your shoe touches the ice, these molecules start doing this weird electrical dance. This dance creates a super thin layer that's not quite liquid, not quite solid. And this happens even at temperatures where nothing should be liquid. We're talking temperatures close to absolute zero, where atoms basically stop moving, but these water molecules are still breaking dance moves. Number 9. Bicycle stability. Bikes have been around for over 200 years, and somehow scientists are still debating how they manage to stay upright. For years, everyone thought it was simple. The spinning wheels act like gyroscopes and keep you balanced. Turns out that's completely wrong. Scientists built bikes with counter-rotating wheels to cancel out the gyroscopic effect. The bikes still stayed upright. Even weirder, a bike needs to be moving to stay up. Too slow, and it falls over. Too fast, and it gets wobbly. There's this perfect speed where everything just works. The front wheel isn't straight up and down. It's tilted back a bit, which makes the bike steer into a fall, like having a friend who catches you every time you start to trip. But here's the really weird part. Scientists built bikes that break all these rules we thought we knew, and some of these bizarre bikes still manage to stay upright. Number 8. Why we laugh. Scientists have been studying laughter for decades, and they still can't fully explain why we do it. Even babies laugh before they can talk. And blind and deaf babies laugh too, which means it's hardwired into our brains from birth. Most of our laughter isn't even about funny stuff. We laugh to show others we like them, kind of like how monkeys groom each other. Instead of picking bugs off each other all day, we just share a laugh. Scientists found that we rarely laugh alone. You're 30 times more likely to laugh when other people are around. Your brain basically has a built-in laugh track that turns on when you're with friends. When you laugh, your brain throws a chemical party. It releases feel-good drugs called endorphins, pumps more oxygen to your body, and basically gives you a mini workout. Even apes laugh when tickled, just like us. But they can't explain why tickling yourself doesn't work. It's like your brain has a no self-tickling rule built in. Number 7. Why cats purr. Every cat owner knows that soft rumbling sound their pet makes, but scientists still can't fully explain how or why cats do it. We know it happens when cats breathe in and out, which is pretty weird. Most animals only make sounds when breathing out, but cats somehow vibrate their vocal cords in both directions. Cats don't just purr when they're happy, they also purr when they're injured, giving birth, or even dying. They've basically got a built-in healing mechanism. The frequency of a cat's purr is between 25 and 150 hertz. These frequencies match exactly what doctors use to help heal broken bones and grow new tissue. Scientists have even found cats with broken bones heal faster than dogs, and cats can change their purr to manipulate humans. When they want food, they add a high-pitched cry that sounds like a baby crying. Your cat is basically a tiny furry con artist with a built-in guilt trip machine. Lions and tigers can't purr, but they can roar. Meanwhile, cheetahs and lynx can purr, but can't roar. Nature literally made cats choose between their superpowers. Number 6. Why zebras have stripes. Scientists have been scratching their heads about this one for over 100 years. At first, everyone thought it was simple camouflage. But have you ever seen a zebra? They stick out like a disco dancer at a funeral. Then scientists noticed something weird about flies. These blood-sucking insects that spread nasty diseases just can't seem to land on zebras properly. To test this, they dressed up regular horses in zebra-striped pajamas. Turns out, flies hate landing on stripes. The pattern messes with their tiny brains so much they can't figure out where to land. It's like trying to parallel park while someone's flashing a strobe light in your face. Those stripes might also work like nature's air conditioning system. The black stripes heat up while the white ones stay cool, creating tiny air currents across the zebra's body. Scientists found horses wearing striped coats were actually cooler than their plain friends. Number 5. Bird migration navigation. Every year, tiny birds fly thousands of miles without GPS, maps, or even stopping to ask for directions, and scientists still can't fully explain how they do it. These feathered travelers use multiple navigation systems all at once. They can tell direction from the sun during day and stars at night, but they can navigate perfectly fine, even when it's cloudy. Birds literally have tiny magnets in their eyes and beaks. These let them see Earth's magnetic field like some kind of natural compass. Scientists put birds in sealed containers, spun them around, and they still knew which way was home. They also use smell to navigate, creating mental maps from different odors. Imagine finding your way home by following the smell of pine forests and ocean salt from thousands of miles away. The craziest part is baby birds do this without any training. It's like being dropped in a strange city with no phone and somehow finding your way home. And they do this while flying thousands of miles across continents and oceans. Scientists have tried everything to figure this out. They've put birds in sealed rooms, given them fake magnetic fields, even raised them under artificial stars. But these feathered navigators keep their secrets. Number 4. The Mpemba Effect. Ever heard that hot water freezes faster than cold water? Sounds crazy, right? But sometimes it actually happens. Scientists call it the Mpemba Effect, and they still can't explain why it works. A high school student named Erasto Mpemba discovered this in 1963 while making ice cream. He noticed his hot milk mixture froze faster than the cold ones. At first, everyone thought he was wrong. I mean, how could hot stuff freeze faster than cold stuff? Scientists have tried explaining it with evaporation or supercooling. Maybe the hot water loses some mass through steam, so there's less to freeze? Or maybe hot water arranges its molecules differently as it cools. You can do the same experiment twice, and sometimes the hot water wins, sometimes it doesn't. The water is basically playing mind games with us. You can actually see this effect in action during winter. Throw boiling water into super cold air, and it instantly turns into snow. Try that with cold water, and you just get a wet mess. We can split atoms, build quantum computers, and send robots to Mars, but we still can't figure out why sometimes hot water beats cold water in a freezing race. Number 3. Consciousness. Your brain is basically running a movie theater inside your head right now, but scientists still can't explain how this movie of your life actually works. They can track every signal in your brain, map every neuron, measure every chemical, but they can't explain how all that turns into your actual experience of being alive. Your brain has 86 billion neurons firing away like a biological supercomputer. Scientists can watch these neurons light up when you see a sunset or taste an apple, but they can't explain how those firing neurons become your actual experience. Your brain processes 11 million pieces of information every second, but you're only aware of about 40 of them. The rest happens without you knowing. Think about your blind spot, that part of your vision, where your optic nerve connects to your eye. Your brain fills in this gap so perfectly you never notice it's there. But when scientists try to explain consciousness, they hit their own blind spot. It's like having a complete blueprint of a TV but not being able to explain how the picture appears on the screen. We know all the parts. We know how they work together. But that jump from physical brain activity to your actual experience is still a total mystery. Number 2. Tabby's star. Imagine finding a star that acts like a faulty Christmas light in space. That's Tabby's star, and it's driving astronomers completely crazy. This star randomly dims by up to 22% of its brightness. That's like someone taking a bite out of the sun. For comparison, when Jupiter passes in front of our sun, it only blocks 1% of the light. Scientists first thought it might be planets or comets passing by, but planets move in regular patterns, and this star dims randomly. Sometimes it stays dim for days, sometimes for weeks. Some scientists even suggested it might be an alien megastructure, like a giant solar panel array built around the star by an advanced civilization. But recent observations show it's probably just dust. Except that doesn't explain everything either. The dust behaves in ways that break the laws of physics as we know them. It's like finding a cloud that floats upward instead of down. The star sits about 1,470 light-years away, which means we're seeing it as it was when humans were just figuring out how to make bronze tools. So whatever weird thing is happening up there, it's still going on right now. We just won't see it for another 1,470 years. Number 1. Odd radio circles. Imagine finding perfect circles in space, each one bigger than entire galaxies. That's what astronomers discovered in 2019, and they still can't explain what these things are. These mysterious rings only show up when we look at the sky with radio telescopes. They're completely invisible to regular telescopes. Imagine finding ghost rings that only appear under special light. Each circle is perfectly round, which is super weird in space. Nature usually makes messy, irregular shapes. Finding a perfect circle in space is like finding a perfectly square cloud on Earth. Scientists found galaxies sitting right in the middle of these circles. It's like finding a bullseye target floating in space. But these galaxies seem way too small to create something so massive around them. Some think they might be shock waves from massive explosions, like ripples in a pond, but made of energy and bigger than anything we've ever seen. Others say they could be jets shooting out from supermassive black holes. These circles are absolutely massive. Each one is about 1 million light-years across. That's 10 times bigger than our entire Milky Way galaxy. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.